Good evening and welcome to Express News with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you all the latest news and updates from the country and the world in just 30 minutes. Let's begin. The first session of India's lower house of the parliament commenced on Monday after the 2024 general elections concluded earlier this month. The session began with a moment of silence to mark the solemn occasion of the inaugural sitting of the 18th Lok Sabha. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was sworn in as the member of the 18th Lok Sabha, marking his third term as a Lok Sabha member. He successfully retained the Varanasi parliamentary constituency that he held since 2014. Ahead of the first session of India's lower house of the parliament, Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the media, pledging that the government would work 3 times harder in its third term. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also remembered the 50th anniversary of the 1975 emergency, describing the period as a black spot on democracy. India's President Draupadi Murmu administered the oath of the office to Bharatuhari Mehtab as the pro tem Speaker of the 18th Lok Sabha in a ceremony at the President's House or the Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi on Monday. BJP lawmakers Radha Mohan Singh and Fagan Singh were among those sworn in as the chairperson panel members. They will assist the pro tem speaker in conducting Lok Sabha proceedings until the speaker's election. Several union ministers including Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Nitin Gadkari, Manohar Lal Khattar and Piyush Goyal took their oaths as the member of the 18th Lok Sabha. The election for the new Speaker of the lower house of the parliament is scheduled for the 26th of June, with President Draupadi Murmu set to address the joint sitting of both the houses of the parliament on the 27th of June. On Monday, India's Minister of External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar, extended greetings on the occasion of the 12th Passport Seva Divas. Andhra Pradesh's Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu chaired a cabinet meeting at the Secretariat on Monday for the first time since taking office. As Delhi Water Minister Atishi's indefinite hunger strike entered its 4th day on Monday, she vowed to continue the strike until the 28 lakh Delhi residents receive adequate water. Indian Medical Association expressed gratitude to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other key members for their prompt response to concerns about the controversies surrounding the national level medical entrance exam for undergraduates. The Central Bureau of Investigation in India has registered a first information report to investigate alleged irregularities in the NEET UG medical entrance examination. A 7-member committee led by former Chief of National Space Agency ISRO, Dr. K. Radhakrishnan, has been established to ensure transparency of the National Testing Agency amidst allegations of irregularities. Union Ministers Nirmala Sitharaman and L. Murugan criticized the India bloc silence as the death toll from the Kallakurichi Hooch tragedy in southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu rose to 58. Tamil Nadu BJP President K. Annamalai, Tamilisai Sundarajan and other BJP leaders met with Tamil Nadu Governor R. N. Ravi at Raj Bhavan in Chennai, demanding a CBI probe into the Kallakurichi illicit liquor case. A protest was led by AIADMK General Secretary Edappadi K. Palaniswamy in front of the Kallakurichi Collectorate in Tamil Nadu, calling for Chief Minister M.K. Stalin to resign over the Hooch tragedy. The World Health Organization and the Indian Ministry of Ayush organized a consultative meeting to discuss research topics in traditional Indian medicine. On Monday, India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman chaired the 6th pre-budget consultation in New Delhi, meeting with the representatives of trade unions and labour organizations to gather suggestions for the upcoming General Budget 2024-25. The Indian government has amended the Central Civil Services Rules 1972, allowing surrogate mothers and adoptive parents to avail child care leave. Under the new rules, a surrogate who is a central government employee will be entitled of up to 180 days of maternity leave. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauded the GST on marking 7 years on Monday and said that the introduction of GST resulted in significant savings for the poor and common man. Indian stock market benchmarks managed to end with modest gains on Monday. Sensex opened at over 76,800 and closed 131 points higher at 77,341. The Nifty 50 opened at 23,382 on Monday. The index settled 37 points higher at 23,537. Indian rupee rose 9 paise to close at 83.48 against the US dollar. Gold future maturing on the 5th of August stood at 71,800 rupees per 10 grams on Multi-Commodity Exchange of India Limited. Silver futures maturing on the 5th of July stood at 89,238 rupees per kilogram on the MCX. Oil prices edged lower on Monday due to renewed worries about prolonged high interest rates. Brent crude futures fell by 5 cents to $85.19 per barrel, while the US West Texas Intermediate crude futures dropped 7 cents to $80.66 a barrel. Asian shares declined on Monday as investors awaited the US price data. MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan decreased by 0.8% and South Korean stocks also dropped by 0.8%. Dollar remained stable on Monday as traders awaited new insights into US inflation trends expected to influence interest rates. Japan could do little to prevent the yen from dropping to near 160 per dollar. American company NVIDIA signed a deal to deploy its artificial intelligence technology at data center in 5 Middle Eastern countries amid US curbs on AI exports to the region. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar visited the UAE on Sunday and met with his counterpart Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan in Abu Dhabi. They had productive discussions on growing comprehensive strategic partnership. At least 19 police officers and several civilians were killed in attacks on police posts, churches and a synagogue in Russia's North Caucasus Republic of Dagestan on Sunday. The attacks in the cities of Derbent and Machakala resulted in the death of 5 gunmen. No group has claimed responsibility for the attacks yet. Russian President Vladimir Putin extended his deepest condolences to the families of the victims of the Dagestan attacks on Monday. Dagestan Governor Sergei Melikov visited the church and home of an Orthodox priest who was killed in the attack. He called the incident a terror attack and the region is observing 3 days of mourning. Russia accused the United States of being behind a Ukrainian attack on Crimea using ATACMS missiles that killed at least 4 people and injured over 150, calling the attack barbaric and promising consequences. At least 3 people were injured in a Russian strike on Ukraine's Odessa on Monday. Earlier, several Russian strikes at Ukrainian city of Kharkiv. A person was killed and 10 others were wounded in the Kharkiv attacks. Russia, the world's largest nuclear power, has begun updating its nuclear doctrine, according to Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov, citing President Vladimir Putin. The European Union has found a way to use frozen Russian assets to buy arms for Ukraine, despite resistance from Hungary, as announced by European Union Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell during a meeting of European Union foreign ministers in Luxembourg. European Union countries agreed on the 14th package of sanctions against Russia, including a ban on reloading Russian liquefied natural gas in the European Union for shipment to third countries. European Union leaders expressed concerns about the risk of a wider conflict in West Asia following fresh threats from Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah, who was for the first time threatened European Union members, Cyprus and other parts of the Mediterranean. U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman C.Q. Brown, while acknowledging Israel's right to defend itself, warned that a broader conflict could draw in Hezbollah's backer, Iran. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stated that while intense fighting against Hamas in the Gaza Strip was ending, the conflict would not cease until Hamas no longer controlled the Palestinian enclave. South Korea's Prime Minister Han Duck-soo visited the site of a fire accident at a lithium battery factory near Seoul, where at least 16 people died and 5 are missing. The fire caused explosions in the storage unit on Monday. China's foreign ministry on Monday urged the Philippines to stop its infringements and provocations amid the two countries' ongoing disputed waters in the South China Sea. Taiwan's President Lai Ching-te put out a statement calling China an autocracy as real evil after China threatened to impose the death penalty to die-hard Taiwan independent separatists. Violent protests erupted in New Caledonia following the extradition of jailed pro-independence leader Christian Tien and 6 others. France could face civil unrest and violence related to elections, warned Interior Minister Gérald Darmanin, as campaigning enters its final week before the first round of voting. A new French government and the far-right leadership would adhere to European Union fiscal rules and break with decades of unfinanced spending, according to National Rally lawmaker Jean-Philippe Tanguy. Iranian presidential candidate Masoud Pezeshkian campaigned in Tehran, pledging to break Western sanctions on Iran and target those benefiting from them. Iran will hold snap elections on the 28th of June after President Ibrahim Raisi's death in a helicopter crash. We are heading for a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Complex issues, hidden agendas, twists and turns, strategic games. We think all dots are linked. We just need to connect them. Join me every week as I connect the dots to unravel hidden designs in statecraft, mysteries, and decode issues that matter to you. Watch Connecting the Dots with me at these times on DD India.
Voice of a rising aspirational world. Stories of challenges, struggles and accomplishment. A world battling conflict, hunger and poverty. Embracing growth, development, science and technology. A voice of progress, a voice of unity. Watch Voice of the Global South with me, Akshay Dongre, only on DD India.
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching Express News. Let's continue. Britain's Manchester Airport resumed operations on Sunday after a power outage disrupted 2 terminals. The airport confirmed that cancelled flights would be rescheduled soon, though the cause of the outage remains unknown. 4 people, including a nurse, were killed in a mass shooting at a grocery store in Arkansas, United States. The gunman was apprehended and will be charged with 4 counts of capital murder. IMD issued a yellow alert in some districts of northern India with heat wave conditions likely to prevail in the next 5 days. Additionally, the IMD also forecasts light to moderate rainfall at many places with occasional intense spells accompanied with isolated thunderstorm, lightning and gusty winds. China's weather agency on Monday issued a red alert for heavy rains across multiple eastern provinces. The annual flooding season started earlier than usual this year in China's south with more intense storms. Vietnam's coffee growers have been hit hard by the worst drought in nearly a decade this year, raising concerns about pricier beverages across the field. More than 100 million people across the U.S. were under heat warnings, with cities on the East Coast bracing for record-breaking temperatures. Summer heat returned to Spain, prompting the National Weather Agency to issue a heat alert for the south, where the temperature reached 39 degrees Celsius in the city of Bordeaux. Sicilians flocked to the beach to cool off as they braved scorching temperatures. Sicily has been bracing for an intense heat wave, with temperatures expected to soar above 40 degrees Celsius. Greek firefighters brought a forest fire on the island of Hydra under control. The blaze was allegedly sparked by fireworks launched from a yacht chartered by foreign tourists. Mogadishu, the capital city of Somalia, has experienced devastating flash floods that transformed streets into difficult areas to pass the waterways. Sandstorms swept many parts of North China's Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region, impacting custom clearances at the largest land port of the China-Mongolia border. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha inaugurated the Lychee Festival and Agriculture Exhibition. The city of Kozhikode in northern Kerala, known for its rich cultural heritage, was officially declared as India's first UNESCO City of Literature. Hundreds of women gathered at Sri Patharikali Amman temple in Thudakudi and participated in a grand Thiruvilakku Puja, offering prayers for a good monsoon and the welfare of people in the city. Male giant panda Xing Wang celebrated his 8th birthday at the Shanghai Zoo with an elaborately organized party and various beautifully crafted threads. To celebrate Xing Wang's birthday, breeders began preparing for the party more than a month in advance. They carefully designed treats featuring the shape of Shanghai delicacies. Locals, along with former Wild Boars team members and their coach Ekapol Chantawong, attended the 6th anniversary of the Tam Luang Cave Rescue Operation in Thailand's Mae Sai. Banar households in Vietnam are choosing sustainable organic farming methods instead of following old trends of expanding coffee and boosting productivity. Vietnam surpasses China to lead the market share of garment exports to the US. It had the highest growth rate among the world's top 3 largest textile and garment exporting countries. In the US market, Vietnam's textile and garment industry topped the garment export market share, reaching $6 billion and increasing by 4% over 6 months of 2024. Japan's Emperor Naruhito, who's on a state visit to the United Kingdom along with Empress Masako, toured a venue that promotes Japanese culture. The emperor browsed around this ground floor where visitors can buy food, traditional crafts and other products from Japan. The items on offer include Wajima Nuri, Lakeware and Ishikawa Prefecture. China-Malaysia Film Culture Festival was organized in Kuala Lumpur to promote scripts produced by Malaysian and Chinese filmmakers. A Chinese reusable carrier rocket completed a 10-kilometer vertical return test, which is by far the largest vertical return test for a Chinese reusable carrier rocket. Qinghai Lake in China saw clear increase in its water surface area over past decade, showcasing remarkable achievements in ecological restoration in the region. French President Emmanuel Macron inaugurated on Monday the extension of Metro Line 14 in Paris suburbs, providing access to Orly Airport and several Olympic sites. Golfers from across the globe competed throughout the night as they undertook the unique challenge of the Arctic Open at the Akureyri Golf Club in Northern Iceland. Teeing off under the midnight sun, fueled on hot dogs and hot cocoa, golfers played against a backdrop of snow-capped mountains. A young stork in North Macedonia has become a family member after veterinarians managed to save its life. Indian actors Sonakshi Sinha and Zahir Iqbal on Monday tied the knot. The couple, who have been in a relationship for 7 years now, exchanged vows at Sonakshi's residence in Mumbai. Bollywood superstar Akshay Kumar participated in a tree plantation initiative organized by Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation and the Make Earth Green Again Foundation in Mumbai. Akshay Kumar's upcoming film Sarfara's first song, Mar Odi, was unveiled by the makers today. The song's music video showcases its lead character resilience and courage. Advance bookings have commenced for the upcoming movie Kalki 2898 AD. The movie will hit the theatres on 27th of June worldwide. Teaser of upcoming Punjab movie Ardas Sarbat De Bhaledi was unveiled today. The movie is set to release on the 13th of September this year. Veteran actor Asha Parekh shared a photo with her friends forever Wahida Rahman and Helen from their vacation diaries in Srinagar. Indonesian band Voice of Passport is set to become the first Indonesian band to play the Glastonbury Festival when they take on the stage on Friday. Actor Jonathan Majors made a public return to Hollywood when he received the Perseverance Award at the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards. Justin Timberlake fans rallied to show their support ahead of his concert at Chicago's United Center. The outpouring of encouragement came just days after the pop singer's arrest on drunk and driving charges. Vogue paid tribute to top designers in a star-studded sports-themed runway show in Paris. South Africa and England sealed the two semi-final spot from Group 2 of Super 8. South Africa knocked out co-host West Indies by 3 wickets. Earlier, England knocked down another co-host United States by 10 wickets in Barbados to seal a semi-final spot. Spirited Afghanistan faced Bangladesh in their last Super 8 clash with an eye on a semi-final spot. In Euros 2024, Germany stormed into last 16 after playing out a draw against Switzerland on Sunday. Hungary snatched a 100th minute winner to beat Scotland by 1-0 and put themselves in contention for last 16. Italy and Croatia face each other in Leipzig on Monday, knowing their Euro survival is on the line in a decisive Group B encounter. In Copa America, host United States of America defeated Bolivia by 2-0 to win in Group C opener. Srija Akula becomes the first Indian paddler to win a WTT contender singles title as she beat China's opponent in finals in Lagos, Nigeria. In women's cricket, India defeated South Africa by 6 wickets to clinch the women's ODI series by 3-0. And in tennis, Italian world number 1 Yannick Sinner won his first grass court title by edging his doubles partner Hubert Hurkacz by 7-6, 7-6 in Hall Open finale on Sunday. And with this, it's a wrap here on Express News for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere, keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.